Here I am, in the place to be. Mr. K and B, you can't fuck with me. Extra sexy, extraordinary. Palms are hairy, your mama pop.
What up, y'all? K and B, the sexy ninja, in the place to be, as always, for Cplus Studios. Welcome to the sexy NINJACAST. This is gonna be fast. This is gonna be quick. I am sick again. Yeah, so that's cool. You know, I love being sick. It's one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. So I woke up and I was freezing. Like I could not warm up at all. I'm like, what is going on, man? And I'm sick again. You know, and as a dumbass, I tried to do some reviews while I was sick. I tried to do a couple things, and I overexerted myself, and I was like, I can't do this. And I was like, all right, well, big head boy, you gotta get to work. Gotta get to work. So I got to work, and my boss everyone looked at me, they're like, yo, you know, basically, you look like shit. Yes. Sorry. Yeah, so they're like, my boss was nice enough to be like, yo, go home. And I feel bad just because I don't like leaving early. I don't like calling out. You know, I'm one of those people. I'm a trooper, man. And I've come into work before, all types of messed up. I've come into work with like a broken foot, basically, because I dropped the weight on it, but I was like, I gotta get to work that same day, you know. And I came in with crutches, and I'm one of those people, man, that I had it drilled into me, man. You get to work, no matter what it is, what time it is, you get to work. And I know sometimes that people look at that philosophy like, you know, it's a new day, it's a new age, man. Like, shouldn't kill yourself for the job. You know, and I'm not trying to kill myself for the job. I am just trying to do what I've been taught, you know, like I started working when I was 13 years old. I started working at a Chinese restaurant. Awesome job, man. It was all under the table. It started when I was like 13 or something like that. And I ever since then, I fell in love with the concept of making money, get money, you know, money dizzle, you know, for shizzle. You know, I was like, I did, you know, and I always worked for everything I had because we were poor. Like, if I wanted to go to the movies, I had to go pick up, like, dog poo-poo on people's yards or go clean up the yards or rake their yards around my neighborhood when I was younger, you know, on the reservation. Like, I remember when the Wind Talkers came out, I busted my butt off to take my grandparents to the movies and take my mom, take everybody, man. I went and scraped up all this and that, earned what I could at working at the restaurant and everything like that. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's pretty dope. Like when that gratification of like working hard and doing something dope like that. Like, we went to go see Wind Talkers. I took them all, grandparents, everything, and the movie was aight. You know, it's definitely focused on Nick Cage, not real, you know, it had Adam Beach as a Navajo. But you know, it was something that I was just like, yo, I have to do this. Like, you know, Navajos ain't really represented that much in the culture itself. So even at that time, you know, doing a movie on the Wind Talkers was kind of like, what? You know, there's representation for us out here? You know, because usually the most Native Americans we would see was just like the ones on a John Wayne movie, the ones in, you know, Clint Eastwood movies, and sometimes they weren't even Native at all. But, you know, I remember, like, growing up, and when I moved out here to Flagstaff, you know, people be like, yo, you live in teepees, and you go, woo, 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 you know, all this stuff, and I'm just like, what? No, like, it's pretty normal out there, man. So I always say, you know, the res, like, all we could do in my hometown was eat. We had fast food joints and all this and that, and that's all you pretty much can do. With the town was like 30 minutes away. But back to what I was saying, man, like, I like to work. I need to work. It keeps me busy. And I've been really stinking busy with Cplus Studios. I've been putting out content after content ever since my spark has been resparked ever since Gorefest. And I got a shout out right now. I am not going to talk about Gorefest until me and this man can get together and tell our stories and our experience. We're going to do that for a Sexy Ninja Cast once I feel better, because I don't want to get him sick. But shout out to motherfucking Colin, the homie, for real. I thank you, brother. You did something for me that I can never repay back. Emotionally, mentally, it meant the whole world to me. And as they say, I got back my smile. You know, I've been going through a lot, and like this trip, I did not know what to expect. And it came out 100% fresh. Like, it was awesome, man. And like I said, me and Colin are going to get together, hopefully by the next Sexy Ninja Cast, and we're going to do a big recap of Gore Fest and maybe show some footage. Because we have tons of footage from the show. And shout out to everybody at Gore Fest that showed some love. Rocking with K&B, the Sexy Ninja, rocking with Colin. You know, people just showing love, man, and it's great. You know, I tell everybody all the time, like, I have come back with a different besides being sick, because being sick sucks. Like, everyone's like, you're not K&B. I'm like, I know, man. I'm like, I'm more giddy, but man, this thing sucks. I don't know what this is. I did a COVID test. That was negative, and like my head hurts, my legs hurt, my back hurts, my ribs hurt, my nose hurts, everything hurts, you know, all the way down to my tippy toes. And I'm like, sneezing, snarling, you know, and I did try to buck up and go to work. I did try to make it, you know, so, but that's on me. And like I said in the beginning, that's just the way I was raised. Like, you get to work no matter what, even if you're missing a foot. Well, I ain't going to work if I'm missing a foot, but you know, I have dropped the weight on my foot and went to work. But yeah, and I don't know, how do you people feel about work? Like, you know, I know jobs suck. You know, it's, you know, you're working paycheck to paycheck, trying to make sure rent's paid, bills paid, you know, but you still want the finer things in life, even though the finer things in life could be having your Disney Plus subscription. Netflix is crazy out there, man. $20 make me holler for that, or is it $25? It's something crazy. But these little enjoyments of our lives, like for me, it's comic books, man. Like I am a comic book fiend, and I spend quite a bit of money on comic books. But it's one of those things, like it's my piece of pie. You know, it's a piece of enjoyment that it's where I go away into this big world known as Marvel or DC, and just go. And I was talking to someone about this the other day. They were like, "Oh yeah, I have this hobby," and I'm like, "Yo, that's dope. I never heard anybody that has had that hobby." You know, they're like, "Yeah, and I do this, or I garden, I make crochet, you know, whatever that makes you happy and just makes you feel good." And for me, it's been the Cplus Studio stuff, all the K&B, the Sexy Ninja vlogs, getting out all the NWPs as fast as I can, and, you know, having words of encouragement from like a homie named Penta, and Colin constantly sending me great music. You know, it's you know, Big Daddy always having my back, always making sure to show some love. And, you know, when we do the social event, or when we get together, man, that's my brother, man. Next to Doug, you know, I can count my brothers on like one hand, basically. You know, and I got my real brothers that always have my back too. You know, it's been a crazy journey, and I can't wait to see where it goes. I you know, and when I see the numbers and this and that, we're almost to 1,000 on YouTube, and it was just like yesterday when we first started, it was like 5 subscribes, maybe 10 subscribes in like a month or maybe a year. You know, 10 more subscribers. But seeing it almost hit that 1,000 mark, man, that's something I'm like, you know what? It's only 1,000, but we worked our asses off to get it to that number and throw it down the way we throw it down. You know, I think we got some great content. I think we got some bomb ass podcasts. You know, the Sexy Ninja Cast. We got the social event, which will always forever hold dear in my heart because that's how this started. We also got the Big Daddy Forever podcast that I love because he just drops his knowledge and wisdom, and you should go check out his solo Cplus Studios channel. And yeah, man, but I just had to jump on here real quick, let everyone know why this Sexy Ninja Cast is not as long as it should be. I'm still trying to pump out content, but I don't know how my body's going to react to that, because I tried earlier. My body was like, fuck no. Yeah, my body was like, no. You think you can do this, huh? And I'm over here doing things and I'm coughing up a lung, or like everything just starts to swell up, and it's just that motivation and that hustle in me to make dope content for everybody out there, you know. So thank you guys for listening to me rant for a little bit. I'm gonna go take my ass down some NyQuil, go to sleep, and then see how I feel tomorrow. But there's always another day. That's why I like to tell everybody, there's always another day. And the Sexy Ninja Cast is every Sunday. Doug will be back on. Me and Colin going to hook up. We're going to do that Gore Fest review. You know, talk about what we experienced, what we ate, and this and that. And much love again to Colin. Brother, I love you. Thank you for everything. Also, shout out to Doug. It's my boy. Shout out to Phil. Shout out to Penta. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my family. Shout out to everybody. That's always there for me, man. It means a lot, and it always will be. It always will mean a lot. See, I can't even talk. So, all right, y'all. I am KB the Sexy Ninja. Like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. And don't forget, the Sexy Ninja Cast is every Sunday. And I'm not gonna. I usually scream it out, but I can't right now because I have a headache, like I got hit in the head with an axe or something. Whoop, whoop. Oh, and stay sexy, ninjas, but not sick. Don't be sick.
Welcome to the wicked shit.